Hi, this is Rick, and this is my game Mahjong Words, and I'm just here to do a quick tutorial. It's a fairly simple game. If you're at all familiar with Mahjong Solitaire, it should seem fairly familiar to you. Basically, what you're trying to do is spell out words and then submit them to remove those words from the game screen, and your goal is to try and remove all the words on this board. So let's see. We will start with a three-letter word, quat, which is a great keyword, by the way, if you've got a Q and no U. I also have a site out there if you're looking for good Scrabble words called two-letter words, the number 2, twoletterwords.com, where I have obviously a list of two-letter words and a few articles to improve your Scrabble game or your Mahjong Words game if you're interested in checking that out. But anyway, we'll start out by submitting that, and as you can see, the tiles have been removed from the game, and you're trying to remove all of the tiles you can from the game. One way you can kind of score in the game, and the game has, this version of the game, the original Mahjong Words, has no real scoring system. What I have is a bingo system. If you want a better scoring system, I've created a second version called Mahjong Words 2, also available on the Chrome store or on the website mahjongwords.com. But anyway, there's no real scoring system. Instead, I have a bingo system where you can get single, double, or quadruple bingos. One of my favorite bingo words is ratline. I also have a bingo article written by Jim Pike on twoletterwords.com if you're looking for common bingos that you might be able to find in the game. But we're going to spell out ratline. Rat lines, actually. Now, this should get us a quadruple bingo, because not only do we use all 8 letters, 7 letters is a single bingo, but we're not using a single wild card. So we should get a super bingo, which gives us 4 bingos up there. We're now going to try and spell out strainers with a wild card, I believe, and that should add a double bingo, just to show you. So there's strainer, and I hit submit. And as you can see, there is a double bingo. If you go back, there was also a streak bonus of 2. Now what that is, for every bingo you get in a row, you get an additional bingo. So if you really want to rack up the bingos during the game, just make sure you can get as many bingos in a row as you can, and that will greatly increase your bingo score. I've had people, I believe, hit into the high 140s and 50s. Myself, I never get up that high. I'm not as good at the game as some people. But your end goal is to remove all of these tiles from the game. The bingo score, your high bingo score, is just something you can keep track of for your own purposes if you want to. When I wrote this version, I was really concerned about time. I thought people would really want to see how fast they could get through the puzzle. That turned out not to be as important to people as I thought, which is why I created Mahjong Words 2, which has a different scoring system based on the length of the words you use, as well as factoring in bingos. So if you want to check that out, just search for Mahjong Words 2, or there's a link below this game if you're playing on the Chrome store. And if you're not playing on the Chrome store, go to mahjongwords.com. So I'm going to pause this and remove as many tiles as I can, just to kind of show you what it looks like as you go through. Drew, how. I'm not trying for a very high score here. I'm just trying to clear the letters as fast as I can. One thing to remember, I don't accept proper nouns. So no days of the week, no names of countries. And the reason for that is twofold. One, you can't use proper nouns in a game of Scrabble. And this was meant to resemble Scrabble type rules, in case you were wondering. The other reason is dictionary size. And if you want to, I do read all of the suggestions. If you scroll down, there's a button down here. It says other suggestions. And I get a lot of suggestions. And one that I get commonly is a request to increase the possible length of words. And just to let you know, the reason that the current maximum word length is 8 is for dictionary size. If I made the dictionary much larger, it would take a lot longer to download. It's already taking quite a while to download the game every time you play. So there's a trade-off between download time and dictionary size. So not having proper nouns and not allowing greater than 8-letter words is one way to keep the dictionary low. So I'm sorry about that. I understand that a lot of people want that, and someday I might be able to provide it, but at the moment I can't. unfortunately. Another common request that I get is that as you finish the game, you can run out of possible words. I'm really looking for a way to solve that problem. The only reason that can happen is because I haven't yet figured out a good way to do a dictionary lookup efficiently on each possible word combination you could use. So I apologize for that. I'm working on it. I haven't yet figured out a solution, so bear with me. And I appreciate the feedback you guys have been giving me. It's been great. I think the game has improved a lot because suggestions that people have made, especially Mahjong Words 2, has used a lot of suggestions based on input that I've gotten from this game. So keep it coming. I appreciate it. I get a lot of word suggestions too, and I do read my word suggestions. I can't respond to all the word suggestions because there are a lot of them, but I've so far been able to respond to all suggestions for improving the game. Okay, I'm getting near the end of the game here, so I thought I'd pop back in. You can just use A by itself or I by itself, just to let you know. There's no need to pair those since A is a word and I is a word. And we're done. And here's some suggestions to play some of my other games. If you get a chance, I appreciate any 5-star ratings you're willing to give me on the Chrome store. And I hope that has been educational. Anyway, if you want to make a suggestion to help me improve the game, please click the other suggestions button below and let me know. I am more than willing to take requests, and I appreciate hearing from everybody. Thank you very much.